formation lap is
then.
now
The
on the way.
formation lap is underway.
And here we
Track
go.
temperature
Can
looks
Alex
warm,
Jakes
but may
please
not pose
shut his
some
mouth and
team's
allow
hands
me
for today's
to
race.
take over the commentary position? Okay, thank you, Alex. I can see the starting tires. Oh my goodness. One driver starting on the...
So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the
No,
teams will
I
be
won't
hoping
allow
their
you. I'll
strategies
talk
pay off
over
for
you,
them
maybe a
in
little bit
today's
louder.
race. But the question
Here we
I'm
go
asking
now.
is which teams have got it
Landau
right
versus
and
Dark
which teams have
Storm
got it
at the front.
horribly
Can I? Can you allow me, please? Thank you, Mr. Jakes. Go back to Formula 2. This is Formula 1. This is what truly matters. Who cares about Formula 2? We all care about Division 4 in Semi League Racing. And this is exactly what you are going to get. In just a few seconds. Here we go. Are you excited, Matt? Yes, I am. Here we go now. If you're not excited in the stream chat, you better check your pulse because Formula 1 action in Division 4, the lowest division of them all, is about to start. And I am very much excited. Here we go for the race. The drivers are in their correct positions. Let's go for some Formula 1 action. The 5 lights are off. And the Melbourne, the Australian Grand Prix is underway. What a start by Maxwell. And look at Lambo already trying to go down the inside of Thornton for first place. He goes off the track to avoid action. Oh, Maxwell, and is that Lambo? Oh, last week he was last and went up to third. This week he was in the front row and he's down to the back of the grid. Once again, another Alpine losing it. Look at the background. Beethoven fighting against Maxwell. Sorry, against Anozia, who's losing 1 and 2 positions. And look at the Red Bull of JPP making up 2 positions in literally one straight. And there's a car. Who's that? Is that Anozia? Yes, it is. He's down to the back of the pack as well, along with Mr. Lindau. And is that a safety car? Yes, it is. That is a safety car that's been deployed. For some reason it didn't show us anything, but Darkstorm. Oh, look at that Harvey here. What's going on? A little bit of confusion down here, but it's a virtual safety car. No full safety car has been deployed, but Darkstorm has maintained his lead of the Grand Prix. Maxwell up to second place. I told you about Maxwell. This guy is an absolute beast. Up to second place. Beethoven is in third. His championship rival is in second. Chapo did not necessarily get the best of starts. Hicklin. Oh, is that Hicklin and Limbaugh? What's happening between the two? Hicklin is down the back. But anyways, we're just waiting for green flags to go underway for us to go back racing. Russell is taking his opportunity to pit. He's gonna go for something. He's gonna try something a little bit different compared to the other drivers. Oh no, he lost the front wing. I wish we had the replay option, but we don't. He lost the front wing in the first lap of the race. But he's gonna surely come back into the pits as he does. And he puts on the hard compound of tires. Let's go back to racing. Oh, ad nauseum pitting as well. Good opportunity for them to at least have a little bit of hope. As we go green flag, it's back underway. It's back racing. And we are underway. Let's just go on board now with Beethoven, who's catched Maxwell. Maybe he's sleeping a little bit, not even napping. That's a whole sleep. Look at that. Look at the straight line speed by Beethoven. Please check this guy. He's 100% cheating. There is no doubt about that. Of course, I'm joking. But Beethoven now, look at that. Now 4/10 of a second behind Maxwell. And Chapo as well. What a start. What a restart, should I say. As you see, JPP now under pressure from Jack, who's made up 4 positions. And if he didn't get it in qualifying, oh, Russell. Even with new and fresh wings, he's out of qualifying. We'll see here. He's DNF. Not qualifying, sorry. He's out of the race. He's not going to be able to do anything else. A stall. Oh, he retires. He retires here at the back. Let's see if we can find him. We cannot. But 2 retirements. What did I just say? And now, is that another virtual safety car? Or is that, ladies and gentlemen, the full safety car? The game is literally not heavy. Those first 2 laps here in this Grand Prix, although Darkstorm still leads the pack ahead of Maxwell, Beethoven, Chapo, and JPP, ahead of Kid Jack. The game gave it a warning. It's like the yellow card, okay? There you go, the yellow card, the virtual safety car. There's the red flag with the full safety car being being now in Lindau with a 5-second time penalty. Ooh, not nice. Not nice, but I think he can pit again and serve it. So, it's okay for him. And let's look and see for the tires. Who is gonna pit and try to go for something maybe wild? Are we gonna see drivers trying to go for something such as pitching now and try to go to the end of the race? I'm not sure if that's even possible to take any tires, even the hard tires, to the end of the race. I'm not even sure if it's the best strategy. All I know is that yeah, the medium runners, they just won't do it. There's just no point in doing any of that. But Maxwell, as you can see here in your screens, doing nicely. And is that Chapo pitting? Is that Chapo overtaking JPP on track? What on earth is going on? What on earth is going on? Are we back racing? I don't know. Well, regardless, what we know is that we have Mr. Pazuzu, Mr. Harvey pitting here. And Pazuzu is gonna try for the alternative. He's gonna try for the gamble, and he's gonna pit for hards. Harvey pits for new mediums. So Pazuzu is the driver to look after. He has a very nice lead in the championship standings, so he can afford to do something different. And he's fighting Darkstorm in this Grand Prix. He needs to go for something completely out of the box, especially the position that he's in right now. As you see the drivers here behind the safety car. 5-second time penalty for Lindau in the safety car restart. You see the drivers who have pitted. But let's take a look now. Not at the interval, but at the position changes. Maxwell, brilliant. Beethoven, fantastic. Chapo, lost one. JPP, gained 4 along with Jack. Perfect start by Jack, but talk about a perfect start for the Ferrari of Smith Dan. Oh, wow. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. This is interesting, as you can see down here. From, let's see his race story so far. From 16th place, from the last row of the grid, he's now up to 8th. Trust me when I say this, this man will finish inside the podium positions at the start, at the end of the race, actually. He will. If you don't believe me, just watch. Oh, look at that. Drivers just struggling to not touch each other. As you see, a nauseum trying to make a comeback and get back to the very end of the pack. And once again, I tell you guys, the safety car is the life savior for those drivers who unfortunately managed to lose a front wing, maybe crashed out, maybe spun. Lindau, same thing as Bahrain. In Bahrain, no, sorry, not Bahrain, but we did have Lindau spinning coming out of the second corner, exactly where he's going through right now. And sad to see. Just one mistake. That's all it takes here in Formula 1, in racing in general, but specifically in Formula 1. All it takes is you putting down your feet if you're on the wheel, maybe your little finger on the throttle too early, and that's it. Boom, race over. But thankfully, thanks to the safety car, we have the option to not only proceed with the Grand Prix, but also give them a second shot at having a little bit of a comeback. We've seen that a lot. We've seen that a lot previously in other races. Drivers having a nice bit of recovery. And enough of talking, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for action. The safety car is in this lap. The safety car is ending, and Darkstorm will be leading the pack into turn 1. Maxwell will be trying his very best to catch him off guard. Can he do it though? Can he get Darkstorm into turn 1? It will be important, because if he doesn't do it now, Darkstorm has the pace to just pull away and just dominate this race from the very start to the very finish. Maxwell's gonna be the one to fight against him, and don't count Beethoven out. He's in 3rd place as well. Let's go. Everyone on the mediums. Oh, and did he catch him off guard? Did he caught him napping? Oh, not necessarily, but we're back racing as the green flags are now waived here in Melbourne. Dark Storm lead us into turn 1. No moves happening here. Do we have any down the back? Look at how close those drivers are between themselves. And it seems like that's the run that you want to get by Kid Jack. Is he going to send it down the inside? He forces the move, but he's not going to send it now. Although JPP goes a little bit too wide for his liking. Is he going to go around the outside? He's trying. They're losing time, but he wants to get ahead as early as he can. Oh, and there's a throwing flying over there. Cameron touches the back of his car. That's going to be opening for Mr. Smith in the Ferrari, making up a position. Kid Jack still behind him. Look at how close he is. Let's just go on board with him now. It's all about the straight line speed, and you can see him deploying all of his energy. All of his ERS is absolutely gone as he makes his way up to 5th, and now he's only behind his teammates in the standings. Oh wow, oh wow, oh dear, that's exactly what we need to see here. And it's not only one position. It seems like Mr. Cameron lost a lot of positions due to that little contact that he made. And he did lose a bit of his front wing. And speaking of losing part of his front wing, oh, the Ferrari's off. The Ferrari's off the track, and there's contact between himself. Oh, and is that JPP as well? JPP is off the track, and Nauseum is down to the back, but it's Lenbow. No, it's Harvey. Oh, a lot of drivers Hickling as well. Here at the back, Smith down the back. That's going to promote Pazuzu tonight. A lot of drivers crashing out. A lot of drivers involved in that incident. It's even hard to see who was really involved in that. But what we see is Cameron coming into the pits, putting on some new tires, changing his front wing. And wow, all of a sudden we see a lot of carnage, a lot of stuff happening, ladies and gentlemen. What just happened? JPP was nice. JPP was just fine. Just having a nice fun race over there, fighting with Kid Jack for 5th place. Now he's going to be fighting 10 positions down the ranking. As you see, a time penalty for Lenbow, who is not having the best of Grand Prix. But let's just go over to the front. Nedclaw had the, well, lucky guy. He's up to 6th now. Pazuzu is closing in on fresh new hearts. So think about this. If Pazuzu can take it to the end, this guy could be a contender for victory. Oh, and a little bit of a bad accident coming into turn 12 by Mr. Nedclaw. Pazuzu is just looking at it and just thinking, just maybe analyzing the best opportunity to go for moves. He doesn't want anything to happen to him that he's seen previously between the other drivers over there. He doesn't want to have to pit. He wants to be cautious, make the overtake as cleanly and as easily as possible, but Lenbow is just behind him there. DRS has been activated. What is Chappell doing? He's going to lose a position to his teammate as Kid Jack is just cutting through the field like butter. That is exactly what you want to see if you're a fan of the Japanese, the newly naturalized Japanese driver who's now into 4th place ahead of Chappell. Nedclaw, as I said, is under pressure from Pazuzu, who is now trying to defend from the Alpine. Oh, the Alpine fakes the move on the inside. That's going to unsettle the car in front. But he's not going to go for the move right now. Gonna just wait. No, Harvey didn't get a penalty. That's another incident of someone choosing the wrong number. But this is a soft versus hard. Maybe Pazuzu shouldn't fight this one too hard, as that's another penalty for Lenbow. He's literally, he's cutting through the field, but cutting it a little bit too much. And too much of the track limits as well. Beethoven is causing, Maxwell as well. What did I just say about the fact that Dark Storm is going to just disappear into the lead? Beethoven dives down inside into turn 13. Maxwell doesn't want to allow him though. Oh, and he's not going to open the opportunity maybe for Kid Jack actually to go for the move. And he does. He does go for the move. And that's another position made for Kid Jack. Not easy to pronounce his name though. Don't judge me. As you can see him there, he's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many positions? Oh, from 10th. Now up to 3rd. And now up to 2nd as he dives down the inside into turn 1. That is what we want to see from a driver. Look at that Look at that drive. Overtakes here, there, everywhere from the Mercedes. And oh my goodness me. Brilliant. Goodness me. This is brilliant. This is perfect for Jack, but I was just talking about how Dark Storm now had the opportunity and has the opportunity to just disappear into the lead and to take this opportunity as Pazuzu again trying to get past the other half. And that's not Maxwell, that's Nedclaw, and now he's gotten overtaken by Lenbow. Is Smith gonna be opportunistic and go for the move? He's not quite there yet. But he's got the exit. We're going to go on ball him now. Can we see? Oh, look at the overtakes that are about to happen here. We see Limbaugh in front fighting with Neckball, but we also see Smith using his energy, but again, not enough. We're gonna see here up in front Limbaugh with the DRS. Surely that's what you want to see. Surely this is the move happening here. As he doesn't even use the DRS. Oh, Harvey's out of the race. And there's a safety car again. There's a safety car. The safety car is out for the third time. The full safety car for the second time in his Grand Prix. And this has completely changed the race and turned the race upside down. Storm, the leader, pits at the very perfect time for Hards. You see, Chapo's gonna stay out. Chapo stays out. Jack pits for Hards as well. Did anyone get held up in the pits? Beethoven is gonna be held up a little bit. Jack's gonna come out in front as they were before they came into the pit. So Darkstorm, Jack, Beethoven, Maxwell, Limbaugh is now gonna have an opportunity to go for the Hearts. Smith does as well. So now Netclaw, are they stuck behind the safety car? No, they're not. Okay, nice. So they still have a chance. No, they don't. Oh, Chapo. Oh, Netclaw. They didn't pit, and they did exactly what Charles Leclerc did in the very in the real life Grand Prix of Formula 1 in the British Grand Prix. And so basically the races they're gonna be dropped down to the back of the pack after they pit. They just cannot proceed on those set of tires. They can't. So it's sad to see. But if you're not a fan of them, you're just happy with that one. Oh, Pazuzu! Oh, Pazuzu! Wait! I just noticed. Ladies and gentlemen, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what my eyes are seeing right now? Yes! Yes, yes. That is the comeback of a king. That is the strategy from a championship leader. Pazuzu, who was struggling around the back of the grid with the hard compounded tires, now is ahead of Darkstorm. So now the question is, can his tires last to the end? Yes, he will be on 6-lap older tires, but can they last? And trust me, when those two are the championship leaders, it's like Verstappen and Hamilton here. The only difference is that Pazuzu is in a McLaren. That is the only difference. They need to hold each other up. And with the safety car being out for all those laps, it's going to be perfect for Pazuzu, as he can just ease through the tires and just save them as much as he can, as much as he possibly can. And there you go. He can make it to the end. Surely, although Darkstorm is going to be quicker, he's not going to be allowing it. He simply won't allow anything to happen, as in terms of Darkstorm going for moves. So those two are the two to be talking about. Darkstorm and Pazuzu. And Storm's tires are brand new, as you can clearly see. Let's go over to the McLaren and see how his tires are doing. 18%. We're going to be looking at this overlay at the right-hand side of the screen a lot through this race, as this will be it for them. This will be the very deal breaker. They have to be faster than the car in front, but it's not always about being faster. Sometimes you have to go for moves, and if the car in front is determined to not allow you to go for moves, and trust me, Darkstorm has a lot more to lose than Pazuzu does. Well, we could see maybe, I don't want to jinx it, but between those two, it could, and there's a nice chance of things getting a little bit heated whenever we go back to racing. Okay, so we do have a few people in the stream chat talking, which is absolutely perfect. So we do have Evo saying, "Come on, Smith," and SLR Hicklin. Oh yes, a Ferrari supporter here. Pure support in real life. Let's not get into that one. I don't want to make you cry here in the screen, but at least in the race, Smith is doing nicely. 2-lap old Hards. Who knows? This Grand Prix is literally all over the place. Unpredictable at its finest. We will go back racing the next lap. But, well, Hicklin, though. You're a fan of Hicklin. Oh, no. Not under the safety car, Hicklin. Not on the, I didn't just catch that on the stream. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna look back at this and gonna hate. I'm gonna be like, why did he go on borrowing me exactly when I spun by myself under the safety car? I don't blame him. Those cold tires are not easy to manage. But Chapo now going through the middle sector. He's gonna be leading us. Although Chapo and Necklaw did not pick, as you can see, and they're probably gonna hope for a late safety car, go on to the soft tires, which I don't think it's gonna be necessarily impossible. As the safety car came out 3 times in this Grand Prix. I know there's a limit, and as expected, the safety car is gonna be in this lap. Before I end what I was talking about, there's a limit of safety cars. When and are we gonna get to that limit? And although Chapa's gonna lead us into turn 1, we will be looking at Pazuzu and Darkstorm. This is the fight to look for. Big Bag, little team radio says JPP should be shameful for that pace. Harvey complains about drivers pointing at the wrong way. Ooh. But it's time to go back racing, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself glued to the screen. Look at this. Let's see them racing. See them going at it. Here we go now into the final corner. Oh, that is exactly what Pazuzu cannot do. What is he doing? And he's going to lose 1 and 2 and 3 positions. Oh, my goodness. And it's the championship leaders. Kid Jack and Darkstorm collide. Oh, my goodness. Pazuzu's up to 3rd place. Everything's happened. Maxwell's going to be up to 4th place. Nadclaw is into 2nd, but he was there anyways. But Pazuzu, oh my goodness. Now he's in a net lead, but if you have to beat Maxwell, now the lead is of the one who's just pitted, but Cameron wants to take that away from him. He's gonna try to go around the outside. Is it gonna work? I don't think he will. He's gonna not be able to get the move done. His teammate, though, Lenbauer, is losing a position to Beethoven, who's now up to 6th. Oh my goodness me, what happened? Darkstorm and Jack, 2 contenders for the lead. The man that started on pole, the man that was cutting through the field, are both out of the race. And this is a sign of things to come. This Grand Prix is all over the place. Here we go with Beethoven now. He wants to be opportunistic and capitalize on the mistake of them. Look at him. Just tossing the back of the Alpine, but just losing pace. Look at behind him now. Behind him there, the teammate Lindau is going to try to do something. Although he has a time penalty, he's going to try to go for a move for the head. Maxo is ahead of Cameron. Cameron's going to try to go around the outside. Cameron, the man of the hour, is up to 4th place. Absolutely brilliant. As Beethoven is managing to keep Lindau behind. And Lindau seems to be using too much of his energy. But everything is kicking off. Look at the Ferrari going a little bit wide over there. What a race. It's only lap 13. And this is absolutely fantastic in terms of racing, and if you like carnage as well, there you go, that's what you want, and that's what you're having going on board now with Cameron. Look at it, on board with the Alpine driver. He's really close, but no, ladies and gentlemen, we will not have DRS in this lap. If we did, it could be a different story, but it is not the case, as JPP, who was at one point literally lurking around the back of the pack, is now into 9th, and with the penalty for Lindau, he's in the 8th position of the race. So, we proceed in this Grand Prix with Chapo leading, but the net leader of the race, I'm quite unsure if that's Cameron or Pazuzu. All we know is that Pazuzu is doing perfectly exactly what he needed. We thought it was all over for the championship leader, but he came back. And look at that move. Lindau and Beethoven going side by side. Not through here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a little bit too wide. Oh, he was about to go for the switchback. That is Beethoven, but he went a little bit too wide. Dipped his wheel on the grass. That is exactly what you don't want to do. That's exactly what he did. And that is why he's down to 6th place. And now going to be able to just watch the fight between his teammates, who's out of the race. Cameron is out of the race, coming out of turn 14, and you can see that. And ladies and gentlemen, the safety car has come out once again. I am smiling right now. I have a tear coming down my eye. Oh, yes, 100 times, yes. The 5th safety. Is it the 4th? Is it the 5th? I don't even remember. I don't even remember, but surely we have reached the very limit of safety cars possible for a race. Richard Chapel and Neclo are dancing. They are dancing. They're having the time of their life. They're smiling from ear to ear. Their race has been saved by the safety car. And, well, if you're a fan of Haas, you are dancing as well. Look at that. Second and fourth, although he has to pit. But we're down to 10 men. We are down to 10 men, and we're just getting past the halfway point of the race. Oh my goodness, this is one of these races. They're gonna look back and think, oh my goodness, I had a good time watching that one. But let's go. It's all about now the pit window. It's all about, let's just look at the penalties. Chapman has 3 seconds, Lendl has 3, Anozim has 6. 3 stops by Anozim, by the way, just saying. And now we're gonna see the tires that they will be going on. Let's go Chapel, let's go Nightclaw. What are they gonna do? I believe they started on those mediums. Are they gonna go for softs? Are they gonna go for hards? What are they gonna do? Surely the soft compound is waiting for them. No, it's the hard tires. They don't trust the red stripe tires as they lose some positions here due to their pit stop. Comes the Nightclaw. Let's see how quick his pit stop is gonna be. So, whoa. Okay. Alright. So he's gonna come back in P10. Chaco is in P9. But now I wonder. Okay. Pazuzu. Championship leader. This situation is absolutely fantastic. I love those safety car periods because I'm just looking at the race from a different perspective every time. And I'm just finding some new stuff. I'm just finding stuff that I wasn't really looking at before. I'm just discussing this Grand Prix as if it was a podcast. Yes. But the Pazuzu case is just something else. He started at 12th. He's up to 1st. He pitted in the very first safety car 40 hard. The only driver who did that. And he has double the amount of laps run compared to Maxwell in 2nd place. Question is though, with those safety cars coming out and spending 3 laps on average here through this race, which has eased up the wear on those tires. Oh, that's what we want to see. Yes, 29%. It's not much. I think Pazuzu can make it to the end, especially well. With my point, the fact that he has been there, going off, and just warming up his tires nicely and smoothly. Not having to really push too much, not really having to go from any racing laps here. Are we gonna go racing here? Are we gonna have any laps of actual racing in this Grand Prix? Or are we just gonna see carnage everywhere we see? I'm just playing. We're seeing a lot of fights happening through this race, but the fight is between Pazuzu, who is on 30%, compared to Maxwell, who is on 15%. So, although Maxwell has the advantage, the tire advantage, does he have the pace? And does he have... Oh my goodness. Does he have it? Does he have it to go for the move? Because we've seen before, especially with Pazuzu, catching is one thing. Passing is a complete different thing. Let's look now at the position changes. Pazuzu made up 11 places. Brilliant, fantastic, great, I know. Maxwell made up 2, controlling the race at the front. 2nd place, he is 3rd in the championship, and he's gonna overtake Mr. Dark Storm, who is out of the race. And this is Pazuzu's opportunity. If we look back at the end of the championship at moments that really were a big factor, were a main reason why one driver won, another won, we could look back at the Australian Grand Prix and think, you know what, that was that. It was right there where they lost it. But we could. We don't know. Darkstorm's loss here of a potential win. He's going to look back at that one and discuss. If there was ever a dislike option for the stream, we'll definitely be hitting that dislike button. As we will go back underway, ladies and gentlemen, for the Grand Prix. Pazuzu is going to lead the pack, but this time This time is gonna be between them, and can they catch the other napping? Who's gonna be able to do this? We're gonna see that. Perfect overlay to use here. Oh, no warming his tires for Max, so he's gonna try to get him. Can he though? Oh, we're gonna go back underway as he crosses the line, and we are racing Maxwell. Very, very much close. Oh, we're back racing. Let's see. Is anything happening? A car going off wide. Landau is off the race. Landau has crashed coming out of turn 1. Oh, another DNF. And it's a free wide fight here. Maxwell is fighting for Pazuzu. Oh, he's going to try to go for the move around the outside. Pazuzu is doing everything that he can. He bangs wheel. They make contact. And they're out of the race. Ladies and gentlemen, they're out of the Grand Prix. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Both the drivers that were fighting, they are out. And Smith, I cannot believe my eyes. My prediction is true. Yes, he's up into the podium position. Smith, 14 places. He's up to second, and Days is up to third. Oh, who wasn't really positive at the start of the Grand Prix. He's up to third. JPP's under pressure now. Here comes the Williams of Nauseam. On the inside, it's wheel-to-wheel action here in Australia. What a Grand Prix we're witnessing. But it's going to be the Japanese on the the medium tires who's going to be ahead of JPP. I absolutely lost my mind. I'm losing my mind at every safety car restart. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. But Pazuzu now, his rival, who was... Oh my... Look, Pazuzu's just literally... He's laughing right now as Nekla and Chapo are fighting here. No. It's one driver with no front wings. It's beats off and all, but the other one goes off the track. They collide. Excuse me, I'm trying to go into the pits. Can you please allow me to do that? Let's go with Chapo now. As he tries to go for the move. Oh, Smith is losing it. He's losing it to Days, who's now released into the fight against Pazuzu. And does he have the pace? He's on fresher tires, yes he is. But does he have the pace? Does he have it? As the Japanese driver is trying everything that he can, sending it on the inside here and there. A JPP who was at 1 point lurking around the back, like I said before. Now he is in a perfect position here, as you see Dan just struggling. Maybe the pressure of Matt Silva's prediction. Oh, I need to get a podium. I need to make it through. But Nauseam doesn't like it. He doesn't like my prediction. He's gonna try. He's gonna try to go for the move. And is he gonna get it though? Oh, he's gonna put it alongside. He's gonna put it on the inside, but not anywhere further than that. But he's gonna have a second shot though. Here we go on board now with the Williams driver. Can he do it? Straight line speed seems to be better. As we go through the reconfigured turn 13, it's not going to be able to get the move done at this corner. Only 10 laps to go in this Grand Prix. And my goodness, have we ever had a time in this Grand Prix, in this race, as it goes a little bit wide. But have we ever had a time in which we were just looking at nothing happening? Can we just breathe a little bit? Too much stuff happening at all times. What a Grand Prix, and I'm just so glad that this was the Grand Prix that I chose to commentate this week. As you see it, Nauseam, a little bit wide, and you see the red light flashing at the back of his car, and that is the representation of him struggling with energy. He's under 10%, is the Japanese driver, but it doesn't seem like JPP is gaining as much as we would think he would. Let's go on ball with him. Oh, and that's a little bit too wide for Nauseam. A little bit too wide, cutting the track out completely. And JPP with the penalties is going to take a podium position here. Talk about a recovery drive. You should do literally a Drive to Survive episode on this recovery. Brilliant stuff. But let's look behind. DRS activator for JPP. He is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and look how close he's getting. 0.5 of a second is all that separates him. And Days has a penalty. Days has a time penalty. And Pazuzu, if he makes it to the end of those cards and doesn't get a puncture, this man is going to absolutely shock everyone. And the championship leader could be extending his championship lead in ways that I wouldn't even imagine that he would in this Grand Prix today. Only 8 drivers remaining in the Grand Prix. We have more drivers out of the race than drivers in the race. And we go again now with JPP with the DRS. Here he comes. Is he gonna send one? No, he looks at it, but he knows that the penalty is just a factor that is not gonna allow anything to happen. That is the factor that's gonna allow him. It's literally just there for him to use the driver. He doesn't have to go for city moves. He can just go around the outside, say hello, mate, how are you doing, and just get past him. And that's exactly what he's doing. Dave is gonna try to let's see his penalty. 3 seconds worth of penalties. So if JPP manages to get within 3 seconds of the AlphaTauri, he's gonna be able to get a second place. And he's putting the pressure on the Williams, who's putting his car and placing his car in the perfect places. Oh, look at JPP with the DRS now. Oh, maybe he just moved his car a little bit too late. He's gonna try to go around the outside, completely cuts him off, and he's gonna get it. Brilliant move done. JPP up to 4th, now released into the fight against Smith and Days. It's all about times. It's a timing fight here. We're not really looking at positions, we're looking at a fight between JPP and Days, and he doesn't have too many laps to bridge that gap. Although Necklaw could be looking at a very nice result here in this Grand Prix. Let's see, 9 seconds for Nauseam. We're looking here in front, he's fighting those medium tires are suffering. But here we go, the fight Netclaw. We're now with him. Let's see what he does. Trying to get a little bit closer on those hard tires, those medium tires are now starting to fall off the cliff. And with only a few laps to go in this Grand Prix, can Pazuzu maintain that lead? It's down to 2 seconds. We're gonna check the lap times between them in a second. But Netclaw looking at this battle unfold between the two. Look at that. Richie Chappell and Nauseam going wheel to wheel here in this Grand Prix. Oh, and he's gonna get it. Brilliant view that we're having here, but he wants it too. Netclaw, oh, is he gonna go for it? Or is he just gonna wait for the drivers in front to battle themselves to death? It doesn't seem like that's gonna be the case. But Pazuzu now, who leads the race, is losing time to the car in front, not by much. Let's see this lap though, what he does. Oh, Netclaw has got it. That's another lap of improvement as Netclaw makes his way ahead of the medium runner of Nauseam, who is just in no man's land here, and he's gonna come back into the pits and say, do you know what? Let's go for P8. Let's go for P8. Let's go for something. Pit for softs and try to get the fastest lap of the race. And Beethoven is gonna be happy with that one. And to see him changing his front wing, oh, there was a front wing lost. Just gonna bring Beethoven back into the fight. So just staying on track here in this Grand Prix is a very it's exactly what you want, exactly what you need, because you're gonna get points anyways if you only finish 1.5. And Days is gaining. He's gaining almost a second. It's 7/10 of a second the last lap. And what a pace. What a pace. Maybe Pazuzu is getting to that point in which his tires are starting to drop off. And let's see his seconds of penalties. 3 seconds. He has 3 seconds, but there is a point, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't really, if you're not really full of knowledge, let's just call it like that, with how Formula 1 tires work, they start to fall off a cliff after a certain point. It's an exponential rise of wear. So the more that they run, the quicker, should I say, that those tires start to wear off. So there is a certain point in the race that if your tires are just not there, if a tire, let's say, lasts for about 20 laps and you're 25, those tires are going to start to perform in ridiculous ways that you don't like. Let's just put it that way, okay? Not likable ways. But Pazuzu is now 7/10 of a second ahead of Days, the fight for the lead. 24th lap out of 29. Can Days overtake Pazuzu? Now he is within DRS range. Can he overtake the car in front? And eventually now, oh, he's lost it. He's lost the DRS, but can he overtake Pazuzu and create a gap big enough to be 3 seconds ahead of the McLaren and get his first race win of the season. Oh my goodness, imagine if they actually did that. DTF1 days, who no one, and I believe me when I say no one in the stream chat, no one watching it, even thought, even gave this guy a chance, as in, will this guy be the guy to win the Grand Prix? No one placed him as the Grand Prix winner in their predictions, but, well, time changes. And the Grand Prix has been so crazy, so absolutely ridiculous that, indeed he's up to 7. And indeed he's fighting with Pazuzu. Let's see his last lap. That's all we want to see. Lap 25 out of 29. There is time, and I think there is too much time. 21 laps on those hards. Oh, let's just check. This is what we want to see. Here we go. His tires, DTF1 Hayes, are on 50%. Well, Pazuzu is getting to 50 as well. I mean, it's not too much, but it's there. 50%, he can still survive. But if he gets to the 70s, it's gonna be a little bit hard to maintain that. And the more that they keep running, the harder it gets. Here comes Chapo now. Oh, trying to go around the outside of gaming. JPP. Let's see what they do. DRS activated. Is he gonna go for the move here? Is he gonna send it? Surely it went through his mind for a little bit of time, but he's not gonna commit to it. No, he won't. So at this point in time, you see the tire differences. Everyone spits it indeed. Oh, Hayes has him. This could be it. This could be the move for the lead. Hayes now on track has the opportunities to go for the move, but Pazuzu doesn't want to allow him to do so. Well, he does. DTF1 Hayes has managed to get past Pazuzu perfectly with 3 laps to go. And if you take a look at this, he's around 1 second, around 7/10 to 8/10 quicker than Pazuzu per lap. All he has to do is to not get another time penalty. Oh my goodness, there's a yellow flag. Ad nauseam is out of the race. Ad nauseam, ladies and gentlemen, is out, and the safety car. Oh no, I'm done. Done. How can quit to main menu? I'm quitting. I am quitting this race. I am not commentating anymore. I'm not looking at this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm about to start cursing. I'm about to go unprofessional. DTF1 Hayes gets a time penalty with 3 laps to go. And the safety car, as the Japanese driver of Ad nauseam DNFs coming out of the final corner. Only 7 drivers remain in this Grand Prix. And the safety car has been deployed. Which means that some drivers can and will, of course, 100% pit for softs. Everyone is gonna pit for softs, so everyone is gonna be on equal tires. Oh dear, everyone is gonna pit. I know that. Let's see now. The time penalties are gonna start to come alive as Dan stays out. What is he doing? What is JPP doing? JPP staying out. Oh, I can't believe it. JPP also has a time penalty. We forgot about that. Let's just see the penalties, because they will be important. Smith is going to try to do something. He's on 9 seconds worth of penalties here. Netclaw is going to come back in front of Pazuzu. But what about the tires? He didn't pit, did he? Oh dear. Please be with me, ladies and gentlemen. 11 lap old hards. Oh, this is Hamilton and Verstappen last year Abu Dhabi. Because the top 3, you can even... just look at the penalties, okay? JPP has 3 seconds. JPP could win this race. If Days manages to maybe hold up Netclaw, who manages to hold up Pazuzu, and JPP just pulls away, Smith has too many penalties. He's basically out of contention for the race win. try to make it make sense. JPP, if he manages to be within 3 seconds of the cars behind, he will win this Grand Prix. He's on hard tires. Can he overtake the cars in front and maybe pull away ahead of JPP and in 3 seconds ahead of him and win the race? Days could win the race. JPP could. Netclaw, if he manages to just stay within the gap to the cars in front and hold up Pazuzu behind, he could also win this race. Pazuzu, who is on fresh new tires, who is on soft compared to the hards, who the people in front have penalties, he could also win this race. So we get to this point at the end of the race in which, apart from Smith, who is leading the race, we have 4 contenders for the Grand Prix win. I have absolutely no idea what's happening, what's going to happen. Only 7 drivers remain in this absolute... Sorry to say this, but it's a clusterfuck of a race. This is ridiculous, and he's going to go up already. He's not even going to wait. He's going to catch everyone napping. No, he's not. He's going to wait a little bit. Now he goes. We're going to go back racing for the last 2 laps of Grand Prix action here in Australia, in Melbourne. And what's happening with Pazuzu and Natclaw? Natclaw is losing 1.5 seconds to the cars in front, which means that JPP could be looking at a Grand Prix win here. But Days, look at the tire difference. Look, if we go... Sorry, we're back racing here. Soft tires are going to be the advantage. He's going to dive down the inside his Days. He's not going to get it, but he's desperate to make up that 3-second gap. It's Days versus the Red Bull. Who's pushing him off wide? Who's doing that first? I feel like attitude, and he's going to collide. Oh, and he's out of the race. Days, who was fighting for the lead. Natclaw is up to 3rd. Pazuzu now only has to do a few things as he gets overtaken by Chato, who has a penalty. But it's Natclaw versus Pazuzu now. It's Natclaw versus JPP Gaming. Can JPP, in the final 2 laps of the race, with it's 21 lap old tires, he's not going to be able to do it. Pazuzu is losing pace on those fresh new tires. Who's going to win the race? I have absolutely no idea. Penalties now. We're going to approach the final lap of the race, but it's JPP versus Natclaw versus everyone else. Natclaw needs to hold up Richie Chapo, stay within the 3 seconds of JPP, and he's gonna win the race. Can Natclaw win a Grand Prix here in Division 4 in the most ridiculous Grand Prix of the season? Well, as Smith crosses the line to start off the final lap of the race, the drivers, the crowd roar their approval into the final lap of the race. Chapo is surely gonna go for moves here. He needs to get... Oh, that's a big one! That's a big one! That's a big cross. Beethoven and Chapo collide. Oh, and that's Pazuzu up to 4th. Natclaw now, all he has to do is to fight against JPP, but Chapo and Days, that seemed like a dive bomb from behind. Beethoven is up to 5th place. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Please end the race. Smith is going to cross the line first, but with this, he's probably going to get a top 5 finish. JPP, 1.3 seconds behind. Oh, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Pazuzu, now on fresh new tires, needs to make up those 1.4 seconds. It's soft versus hards. Natclaw is about to win the race. As you see, Days off the track, but that's not what matters at this point. It's Natclaw versus JPP. Can he extend? Can he do it? 1.5. He needs 5/10 of a second in this final sector. Pazuzu needs this 1 second. Can he get him in the final few corners? Softs versus hards. Smith is going to cross the line first, but behind is what truly matters. Pazuzu is closing on Natclaw. Look how close he is for the championship. Oh my goodness, is he going to get it? For the win of the Grand Prix, there's a yellow flag. It doesn't matter. It's Pazuzu going to get Natclaw in the final corner. What an accident. He needs to nail this one. Is he going to get it? Oh, look at him. He's closing in. Natclaw's going to win the race. He crosses the line to take victory here in Australia, ahead of Pazuzu for 2nd place. JPP comes home in 3rd, ahead of Smith. What a fantastic race. What a brilliant Grand Prix. And it's not done yet. Richie Chapo has lost it, which means that Days is gonna come home in 6th place, ahead of the Mercedes, who's gonna just stroll his way to the finish line. Oh my goodness, if you guys have been with me throughout this Grand Prix, we have been through a roller coaster of emotions. And I must say, as Chapo crosses the line, Natclaw, the Grand Prix winner. He wins his 1st race of the season. Pazuzu finishes 2nd, extends his championship lead. I need to talk to them. Oh my goodness, I need to have a chat with them. I'm breathless. I literally have nothing to say. That is absolutely ridiculous. I have no words. I'm gonna try to... by the way, tell me if you guys can hear me. Fine. Just testing out something here as we look at the end of the race. There you go. I'm gonna try to invite the people to the stream. Okay. So you guys just wait a little bit because I'm doing this by myself. Well, okay, can we do it? Yes, we can. Okay, yes, we can. Okay, we can get them. Okay, so party. Okay. Let me make sure I invited the right guy. Wins for Zuzu. Party. I'm gonna try to get the party on for this Grand Prix, and the place is Mr. JPP. Let's see if I can find the guy. JPP Gaming. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me check. Let me check. Audio.
Hello.
Let me configure it. Can you guys
Is
see
there
me
a stream
fine?
chat?
Can you guys see me
Hello?
fine? Yes.
Hello.
Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you.
can hear.
Okay. Could you guys do me a favor and invite Pazuzu? Because I'm not sure if I...
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. So hopefully their audio is...
There's no box to tick.
Oh,
There's
there's
no
no
box
box.
to tick.
I'm streaming via PC, which is the reason why. So
Okay, yeah, cool.
don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe we have everyone here with me. Let's start off with third place, Mr. JPP. Wow. Is he there? Just to make sure.
yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. First of all, what a comeback of a race for yourself. It was a mad race for everyone, we know that, but at one point you were down the back of the grid. Anyone would have quit in that position, but you managed to get your way back, not only into the top 10, but into a podium position. That is absolutely fantastic. And I would like to ask you about your thoughts on a very interesting and a very, let's just say, aggressive battle between yourself and Mr. Days, who claims in the stream chat that he would have won if not for the incident with you. So just give us a few thoughts on your race and that little incident at the end.
Well, yeah, overall thoughts really are that was probably one of the most hectic races I've ever done, but I assume that's a classic Div 4 looking at the strip back on the streams from previous races. But yeah, and in terms of Daisy, it was unlucky. I think we had a bit of a tangle and his wheels got caught up in my back wheel, so yeah, he did get unlucky there, but I think it just is what it is. I don't know really what happened. He was 10 in the corner and then he's just caught on my back wheel and I saw him spun off, so unfortunate for him, but yeah, clawing my way back from the back, so yeah, not a bad race overall. A couple of dodges here and there, but yeah, not bad in my books.
Absolutely fantastic recovery by yourself. Congratulations on that third for yourself and Red Bull.
Thank you very much.
As we move on over to the championship leader, who is much more of a leader now than before. Oh my goodness, where do I even start with Pazuzu? With that qualifying session, who was arguably disappointing for your standards, but then in the race, what a strategy that was to put on the hard tires when everyone was putting on mediums, and then that little incident that happened at the safety car restart when you had your championship rival right behind you, and as you completely, I'm not even sure what happened, what you did coming out of the final corner, that you lost a lot of positions, but all of a sudden you were back, and at the end of the race you had the pace. Oh, sorry, you had the tire, you had the advantage of not having the penalties, but for some reason we were seeing you drop in a few positions. So it's a lot to cover, but in a nutshell, just give us a few thoughts on what was a fantastic and a crazy Grand Prix for you.
I mean, first off, congratulations to, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm going to call you Ned, if that's okay. Congratulations to him. I personally think that I could have won that if I hadn't have been dodging cars left, right and centre for the last 2 laps. But overall, I checked before the race. I knew that tyres could go a very long way. I mean, I wouldn't have pitted. I could have gone the whole race, but I knew everyone was going to pit on softs. But if I'm being quite honest, the race didn't really start getting going until like halfway through, once we'd run out of all the safety cars. So, I mean, I just kept it on track like I do every week. I don't have 1 lap quali pace. I'm not that good at quali, but I don't know. Just if I keep it on the track, I just seem to score points. So I don't think I did anything special today, but it was a good race.
Well, considering a lot of people couldn't do just that you just said, I'd say it's a very nice recovery from a to the point in qualifying. And just your final thoughts as you are the championship leader. I could be bad at maths, but it seems to me that your championship lead has gone down to 36. Has gone up to 36 points as your rival. Your 2 rivals, Maxwell and the Canadian, did not finish the race. So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on this championship? Do you think that maybe you got this in the bag? Maybe just looking for some new competition, but you just can't find it?
No, I think I have competition. The people that are up there with me are getting very unlucky. I'm getting very lucky. I mean, I shouldn't have been on the podium today. I mean, just to let you know what happened at the safety car, I spun coming out the last corner. And I dropped back, and then when I corrected the car, I just saw 2 cars colliding. And that's so... I don't know what happened there, but I just feel very lucky at the moment. I feel like the table's going to turn eventually, because I know Darkstorm's a very quick driver. And I mean, I enjoy driving with everybody here, but I don't want to be leading the championship and growing a lead under these circumstances. I'd rather be winning on track than winning because they keep crashing.
Interesting words. So congratulations on a 2nd place and your result for yourself and your team.
Thank you very much.
As we move on to the man of the hour, the guy, the one that has gotten it done, Mr. Netclaw.
Hello.
In
Thank
the
you.
Haas. Well, you started, from what I can see, I believe was 13th.
It was 13th, yeah, so it was a good race.
And, well, no, good is an understatement, should I say. Everything happening, and in the end of the race, at the very end, you see people colliding. Not the end, let's just say the whole race, people were colliding. Strategies all over the place. And we were thinking about JTP, we were thinking about Pazuzu, we were thinking about Darkstorm, we were thinking about Jack. But all of a sudden, you just come out of nowhere. You just rise from the ashes. And then you're there fighting on the top. And not only that, with that safety car restart, you managed to get yourself your very first win of the season. How were you feeling with that one?
Oh, I'm feeling very, very good. If I could scream and shout, but I would, but I can't. Wake the kids up, so just containing that excitement. I don't tend to win many races, but yeah, you're right. I never really do very well in qualifying. I always try my best, but I'm just not one of them guys that has that 1 lap. I can consistently run a consistent lap most of the time on track. That 1 lap, it's just never there for me. And all I done today was run my strategy. I made no changes. I ran what I made changes in the 5-minute break of my strategy. I adjusted my fuel, running a little bit lighter than I should have been, but I finished with 1.5 laps left of the race, so it kept me in there at the end. So yeah, it just pulled like all these safety cars and everyone's mishaps around me. I seem to have just dodged perfectly, and I managed at halfway through the race. I locked myself in behind Rich Chappell and kind of stayed there for ages, and he was just pulling me along. I was grateful for the tow, really. And at the end, I just pulled it together.
Oh, perfect by yourself. Congratulations on your first win of the season, and well, for your sake, hopefully there are plenty more to come.
Nice, thank you very much.
Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a few people that left, of course, as we always is the case with the ending of the interviews. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this fantastic Grand Prix. This mad... I have literally no words to describe how ridiculous that was. But in the end, it's Netclaw on top. It's a extension of the championship lead for Pazuzu here in Division 4. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We will be back next week. And I always forget, for some reason, I always forget where we're going next week. And we will check...
I think it's Miami.
Miami.
I think.
That's the following week. I think it's Imola.
Oh, Imola. Ooh, Imola. We're going to have a sprint next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes. So, well, if you're not excited for that, very first time, I believe we're going to have a sprint race in Summer League Racing. So, looking forward to that one. Anyways, let's stop talking and thank you very much. I'll see you guys next week. And that is it. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.